friends, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. This is Sai Chan Malayala. Okay, what after 6th round? What a student should do after 6th round of JOSA counseling? So I will be explaining that in this video. So you have completed your JEE Mains and cleared the cutoff. Then results are declared and you applied for JOSA counseling. Round 1 is done, round 2 is done, round 3 is done, round 4 is done, round 5 is also done, and tomorrow you are going to get your round 6 results. That is November 7th you are getting the round 6 result. So now we are in this phase between round 5 and round 6. So now I am going to explain what you should do after round 6th. So after round 6, what next? So in this video I am going to explain you that. So this is the instructions to the candidates regarding admission in NIT Plus system, means NIT, IIIT, IISc Shibpur and GFTIs. So for these colleges, the system, the CSAB, Central Seat Allocation Board 2020, which is under the leadership of Motilal Nehru National Institute of Technology, Uttar Pradesh, Allahabad. So they are going to conduct you the CSAB counseling, and they have released these instructions to all the students. So what are they mentioned? So in the view of COVID-19, the total reporting and conduct of admission process of NIT system will be online during 19th to 13th November. Okay, so that you need not to attend to the colleges. So except some colleges, they are asking their PWD candidates to attend the colleges. So regarding that, I will give you information personally if you are PWD candidate. So as part of admission process, each candidate should pay this partial admission fee. Now I will explain what is meant by partial admission fee, how much is it, and why to pay this. So everything regarding partial admission fee I will be explaining you that. So if you pay, the seat will be returned to you. If you not pay, the seat will be cancelled. So that partial admission fee option will be available in your JOSA portal. So once you log in, it is same like if you want to check the results of round 5 now, you will log in into the JOSA portal and then check, right? So same in that place only, one more options will be added, that pay your partial admission fee. So that option will be there. If you can go there and you have to pay the partial admission fee. So this is all the process. So the candidates who do not pay fee during 9th to 13th November, the seat will be cancelled and the CSAB special vacant seats filling records. So they are eligible. So if you don't pay the partial admission fee also, they are eligible for CSAB special vacancy seats filling rounds. So that is the process, and for that CSAB counseling, you need to visit the csab.nic.in for regarding the registration and participation in CSAB round. Now I will show the CSAB schedule also, but business rules like how much they need to pay, how will be the refund, everything regarding that. No, they didn't even update anything about that I will be sharing you in the next video. Regarding CSAB only, separate video will be created and will be posted in my channel. So please stay tuned to my channel and subscribe to my channel. After successful payment of partial admission fee, what a candidate should. So who want to take admission are required to visit the institute website. So this is very mandatory. Like if you get a seat in NIT Warangal, no, search NIT Warangal. If you search NIT Warangal, no, the main website will be like www.nitw.ac.in. So you have to go to their admission process. So then you can see what are all the process to be done according to the institute. So this is totally depending upon the institute, whether they ask your certificates between 9 to 13 or they ask your certificates between 25 to 30. This process totally will be depending upon the institute only. I will be sharing that information with you. So if you accept the seat in the present institute which in JOSA, then also you are eligible to participate in CSAB special round. So however, refund of fee deposited at the admission institute in such cases will be governed by admission institute. Like if they ask you to pay some admission fee or institute fees, no. So if you get seat in CSAB in another college, then also the admitted institute will be giving you the refund. So who want to participate in CSAB special round must not have completed admission formalities in the admitting institute, must register for CSAB special round. Such candidates will be required to complete the admission formalities after completion of the CSAB 2020 special round at their final allotted institution during 25th to 30th November for the CSAB allotted students. So this is the important note. The candidates who secured admission are also eligible to participate in CSAP. As I already said, those candidates who want to participate in CSAP special round after completing the payment of partial admission fee should visit CSAP website for details regarding CSAP and CSAP special round. Okay. Then seat allotted in special round will be final allotment and his or her, if like in JOSA you got one seat and you are participating in CSAP. So if you get seat in CSAP, no, the JOSA seat will be cancelled for you, cancelled on your name, and the CSAP seat will be finalized on you. So if you want, like I don't want this CSAP seat, I want the JOSA seat only, means they won't give you the JOSA seat. So once seat allotted in CSAP, the earlier seat will be removed from your allotment and the new seat which is allotted in CSAP will be given. So for that, while filling the choices in CSAP, you need to take special care. So if you are going to fill one option, think twice. Like if you get that option, you need to go for it surely. Like don't fill whatever seats left in the college, don't fill like that. So if you get that option, no, you should surely go to that college. If not, don't fill that choice. So the candidates should take special care like filling the choices during special round. So any refund, if permissible, will be governed by the rules of finally admitting institute for candidates who have secured admission. So the money which you are going to pay for CSAP, JOSA and partial admission fee, so that will be taken care by the last admitting institute. So if you ask, I am not going to admit in any institute, then CSAP and JOSA will be taking care of that refund. So candidates who want to participate CSAP special must carefully read CSAP 2020 information brochure, which is not released yet. It will be released soon. So as I already said, due to COVID-19 pandemic, so this year it is decided for online reporting. So you need not to go to the institute for self-reporting and certificate verification, all that things. So totally the system will be online. November 7th you got results of last round, and after that what you have to do in between November 9 to 13, what to do. So follow the instructions by your institute. Like do visit your institute website regularly. They will be mentioning each and every point and each and every step you need to follow for the admission process. So between November 9 to 13, no, so special round schedule I will be showing you what is meant by partial admission fee. So why you need to pay, so I will be showing you. So for PH, SC, ST category 20,000 is the partial admission fee. For OC means general category and OBC students 40,000 is the partial admission fee. So income certificate, when you need to avail fee waivers, so when you will get fee waiver, only then if you provide the exact income certificate in the institute required format. So for this also you need to every time follow the instructions by your institute. So log into like search NIT Trichy admissions, go there, you can see the instructions given to you. So search NIT Warangal admissions, then there will be given instructions to you. So like this every time. For any queries after this, no, just only thing you have to do with the JOSA is paying this amount. So paying the partial admission fees only with the JOSA. Then each and every process will be with your institute only. So regularly visit your institute website for each and every update. So this is the CSAP schedule. So 5 p.m. of 16th hour you will get the display of vacancy of after JOSA rounds. So as the admission process will be closing on 9 to 13, no, so display of vacancies. So what are all the seats left during this process, no, so vacancies will be shown to you on 17 hours, means 5 p.m. of 16th November. So registration process starts at 17th November and ends at 19th November. So first round results will be on 20th November, 5 p.m. of 20th November. So this is all the process. So exercising any one of the options based on the outcome of special round. So if you get the seat which you really like, then seat acceptance, freeze, slide and float, and institute reporting, means which is online, which will be at 25 to 30, and surrender allotted seat. You got seat but you don't like it, surrender it and participating in next round. So you don't want the present seat and participate in the next round. For example, you got NIT Rourkela Triply in the JOSA rounds, but in CSAP rounds you kept NIT Warangal Triply. In the first round you got it, but you don't want that seat. So if you feel NIT Rourkela Triply is better than NIT Warangal Triply, then surrender this seat. So and participate in the next round. So if you get NIT Warangal EC, in the second round, then you can join it. So if you don't get NIT Warangal EC, you will be having the NIT Rourkela Triple E, if you surrender the seat which you got in the first round. If you don't surrender, no, so NIT Rourkela Triple E will not be a chance to you, only NIT Rourkela Triple E. And if you participate in the next round, if there is a chance, that seat will be there for you. So if you surrender, no, that is the thing. If you don't surrender, no, the seat which you allotted in CSAB only will be finalized, and the previous seat will be automatically cancelled. Surrender allotted seat and not participating in next round. So not allotted any seat and the end of the special round 1, and not willing to participate in the special round 2. So this is the process. These are the options which will be having you in front of you after CSAP special round 1 result. So online reporting, seat acceptance fee, payment, document upload, response by query, same like JOSA. No, if for the students who completed their certificate verification in JOSA, no need to verify once again in CSAP. For those students who newly allotted, no, they need to only give the certificate verification and all. So last day to respond to queries 24th November, and on 8 p.m. of 24th November, no, you will be getting the second round results, and the reporting at allotted institute will be 25th to 30th November. 25th to 30th November will be the reporting to the allotted institute. Now the important point. So many of you are having this doubt. So now I am explaining it in brief. So you paid 35k or 15k for JOSA seat acceptance fee, which is a seat acceptance fee. 35k for general and OBC, and 15k for SC, ST and PWD. So in that, no, 2k will be as a processing fee, and the remaining amount is 33k and 13k. So now the partial admission fee is SC, ST category students 20k, general OBC candidates is 40k. So right, so for example, if institution tuition fee is 60k and one time fee is 28k. So one time means in the first year only you need to pay, in the further years, no, this one time fee will not be there. So total amount is 88k, right? So this is for everyone, irrespective of SC, ST or below 1 lakh or between 1 to 5 lakh, everyone need to pay this tuition, this one time fee. Regarding tuition fee, no, I will explain below. So general OBC students above 5 lakhs means those who don't have any fee waiver. So total amount is 88k, right? So 88k minus, they already paid 33k here for JOSA seat acceptance fee. So 33k plus 40k as a partial admission fee. So this is 77k minus 88k minus 77k, which is 15k. So this is the rest of the amount they need to pay to the institute. So in this way that is adjusted. So then for general OBC below 1 lakh, so they will get full tuition fee waiver. So there won't be any tuition fee for below 1 lakh students. So in that case, only one time fee is there for these people. So 28k minus 33k which you paid during the seat acceptance fee plus 40k which you paid for partial admission. So 28 minus 77k. So which is minus 45k. So I mentioned 2 stars, right? I will explain what is meant by 2 stars. So general OBC students whose family income is 1 to 5 lakhs, they will get 2/3 of fee waiver. So if the fees is like tuition fee is 60k, no, so in that 60k, no, you need to only pay 20k. So only 1/3 amount should be paid. So 20k plus one time fee is 28k. So 48k minus 77k, which is like here they pay, right, general OBC partial admission 40k and for JOSA seat acceptance 33k. So 48k minus 77k is the remaining amount is minus 22k. So here also minus 45k. Here also double star. So what is meant by double star? Money will be refunded or it will be adjusted in future, means in the next semester or in the next year, or it will be refunded. This will be totally according to your institute only. So this process will be totally depending upon the institute. So if they want to refund, no, they will refund you, or they will be adjusting you in some other fees. Like for second year, no, you will be having one time fee as 7k or something. So that will be adjusted, and the remaining amount, this is minus 45k and minus 29k, that will be given back to you in the form of refund or in the form of adjustment. So now for PWD, SC, ST candidates, so their tuition fee is 0. So only one time fee, which is 28k minus the 13k which is paid as seat acceptance fee for JOSA, means they paid 15k, in that 2k is processing fee, and 20k as a partial admission fee. So 28k minus 33k, which is 5k. So same like below 1 lakh and 1 to 5 lakh, money will be refunded or adjusted later. This will be totally according to the institute. So I think you understood. So note, so this is the main important point. So above fee waivers will be given if and only if you provide valid certificates required by institute. So for example, below 1 lakh and 1 to 5 lakh students, no, proper income certificate should be produced during the admission process. Then only you will be getting the fee waivers. Like the income certificate should be issued after April 1st of 2020, which is means after completion of financial year of April 1st. So only the income certificate should be there. So that income certificate only should be provided. Then you can avail the fee waiver. So for PWD SC/ST category, you need to give the proper caste certificate. So proper caste certificate or the PWD certificate. Sorry, PWD or the PWD. So proper caste certificate or PWD certificate should be provided by these candidates to make their tuition fee zero. Okay. So in this case only, this I think you got a real exact idea on how they will be adjusting or how they will be refunding your amount. So next, so what is meant by partial admission fee and why you need to pay? Partial admission fee means like if you pay this 20k for SC/ST and 40k for OC, OBC and general. So paying to the college. So you think that this 20k and 40k is going to college? No, that is not. Are you thinking that you are paying this 40k and 20k to the college? No, that is not correct. You are paying this amount to JOSA once again, as you paid earlier 35k or 15k. That is also to the JOSA. So if you pay this fee amount and you many of you are having the doubt. So if I pay this partial admission fee and attend the CSAB, so if I get another college, what about this money? So as you are paying to JOSA, not to the college, the JOSA will be sending the amount to the college which you are going to admit after CSAB round. So if you got another college also, don't worry, that amount will be shifted to that college, and the same process like adjustment like I said, no, institution fee plus one-time fee minus what you paid. So that is the process will be taken care by the institution which you join. So you are paying to JOSA. So right. So one more thing. So partial admission fee. Why you need to pay partial admission fee? If you pay, seat will be reserved on your name. Like booking, it is like a booking advance, booking the seat. So that will be returned. So some people will be attending for CSAB, no. If they don't pay this, no. So if you not pay, no. If not, seat will be cancelled. So that seat will be cancelled on your name. So like I got NIT Warangal. I am OBC, sir, I am general category student. So I have to pay 40k as a partial admission fee. So if I pay 40k as admission fee and attend in CSAB, no. If I get some other seat, no, the seat will be cancelled. If I don't get any seat, no, as I already paid a partial admission fee, this seat will be there for me. So this is called reservation. So seat reservation amount, partial admission fee. So if during 9 to 13, if I don't pay partial admission fee and participate in CSAB, no, so earlier seat will be cancelled. If I don't get in CSAB, now I don't have any seat in my hand. So if I get in CSAB only, there is only one chance if I should get seat in the CSAB for getting seat in NIT. So as I didn't pay any amount, if I don't get in CSAB, no, there will be no seat for me. So that is the reason for reservation you need to pay the partial admission fee. So and also many of you are having a doubt regarding withdraw. So seat allotted for you and paid 35k or 15k according to your category. So regarding this, so now after 6th round, so many of you are having that after 6th round there is no withdraw option. No, what we have to do? So if you don't pay the partial admission fee, that is 40k or 20k, the seat will be cancelled. Money will be refunded. 33k or 13k may take 4 to 5 months. So that is the process. So withdraw means after 6th round withdraw means you should not pay partial admission fee. Partial admission fee, don't pay partial admission fee, your seat will be cancelled and the money will be refunded 33k or 13k and may take 4 to 5 months. So where it will be refunded? So during payment of 35k and 15k, you have given your passbook photo and checkbook cancelled checkbook photo, right? So for that account only that will be refunded. So main important things are visit the institute website regularly. So this is the main important point, and you should visit the institute websites regularly. So the total admission process will be different with different NITs. So like example, NIT Warangal, no, they are going to conduct certificate verification from 25 to 30 as the information from our faculty. Like yesterday we have a meeting with Associate Dean. So according to him, our NIT Warangal, NIT Warangal certificate verification will be from 25 to 30. But today I called NIT Tiruchirappalli, NIT Trichy. They are saying that their certificate verification will be from 9 to 13 only. So that's why I am asking you to visit the institute website. So it will be different with different institutes. So different NITs, different IIITs, different GFTs, there will be different processes. So main thing is you should visit regularly institute website, like visit it in the intervals of 2 hours or 1 hour. So according to you, you visit the institute website regarding everything, like search if you are like in NIT Surathkal admissions, like BITS Misra admissions, so IIIT Guwahati admissions, IIIT Kanchipuram admissions. If you press like this no and search, you will be getting detailed information regarding that. So after visiting the institute website, make a note of certificates required. So what are all the certificates required by the institute? Make a note, take a paper and write. Then check the fee details. So how to pay, how much you need to pay, everything you need to pay. So plan accordingly. So all the best, and this is the whole process. And for CSAP now, I will be creating a special video for CSAP students, and also regarding gap certificate and anti-ragging affidavit. So all these things now I will be making a separate video. So please stay tuned, and you are having still 3 days, right? So stay tuned to my channel. Each and every update will be given to you, and thank you. If you like the content of my channel, please like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.